Alright guys, it's time now for Ring Rust Retro. Hit that music.
I dedicate this to the throwbacks. Like seeing the shirt in 06, ECW, one night stand, I won't hold back. Like take the Batista battle in the Backlash, 07 to one man stands. We'll bring it back to the days of Lord Alfred Hayes, Hall and Nash and Blade, Hollywood drops the leg. They say the days of old are the best though. That's why we bring to you Ring Rust Retro. Let's go.
Alright guys, that music is fantastic, and that is where we've reached the climax of this segment, and here's the downhill.
Having one!
I'm having one! And then you're just like, now the rest of this time is going to be explaining, like, listen, that usually never happens. I'm sorry it got on your hair and in your eye.
Wipe away my tears.
You know what would be a good retro? The Team Hell No segments.
Yeah, compile
like the
them,
anger man.
and then
Yeah,
make up
the
a
anger
Is there a
management
compilation? Is there a compilation of those? By
I'm sure it's on
jokes. Alright, this is Ring Rust Retro for WWE Backlash 2007. Our buddy George Sparrows, he's like, I'm going over to patreon.com/ringrustradio, and I'm going to put these boys, I'm going to put them through hell. And he did.
He's like, I'm gonna find the most fucking random pay-per-view possible.
Backlash.
Because of this, I want to request that everyone that sends in a retro, they have to like give a reason.
Okay.
I want to know why you
They
picked
have to
this.
argue their point. They argue their
No,
thesis.
you don't have to argue the
No,
point.
I don't have to argue. Just I want to know why. Like of all pay-per-views, 2007 Backlash.
I don't know,
It's
but
like,
I
if it's
enjoyed
like,
it.
I wanted to fucking make you have a miserable day. Like, say it.
But no, but this wasn't
It's
a bad.
okay.
This wasn't a bad show.
It also wasn't a great.
It was a pretty good show.
I thought this was.
Of all the retros that we've done, this is
It
up there
was.
as the
It was K.
No, it was better than K. Because I'll tell you what, I went in here mad, thinking this was gonna blow. I was like, oh, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad for a lot of stuff. Let's get into it. One thing that was so bad is, well, there's a lot of Donald Trump sightings tonight. A lot of talk about him shaving fucking Vinnie Mac's head and shit like that. And wherever you stand with Donald Trump in politics, I stand against him in wrestling, okay? It was not a good move. It was okay. It was
PG, and I saw him get inducted to the Hall of Fame.
And that's I'm glad I didn't go. I'm glad I didn't go.
He got very booed.
He got very booed. Also, it was okay at WrestleMania, like, 2 and 3 when they fucking had him in front row and shit like that. And he's
4 and 5.
4 and 5. And he's like, this is wonderful. I love the wrestling. I love the people. I love what they're doing over here. That's wonderful. It's sad the people that were hating this are sad people. I don't know why he turned like English at the end.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I don't know. I don't
you have to work on that one.
I'm not going to. But yeah, so a lot of that tonight. Because this is the pay-per-view after WrestleMania.
Yep.
What was this? 24?
Yes.
23? 23? I don't know how numbers work, so.
Yeah. WrestleMania 23, WrestleMania 24 is main evented by Undertaker and Edge.
Yeah, this is when.
Oh, yeah, that was Orlando. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is when it was Vince getting his head shaved, and Stone Cold shaved his head. Donald Trump was there and all that.
Bobby Lashley and Umaga, right?
Yep, and Umaga, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Loved Umaga. It said Samoa on his stomach, but it wasn't a lie. Per
Samoa!
per fucking goddamn fucking Yokozuna. Just tearing my heart apart again. Three fucking announced teams tonight, guys. One for Raw, one for SmackDown, one for ECW. Oh, we're in the WWE ECW fucking days.
I like how it started with like arguably the greatest announced team of all time, and that just got progressively worse. It's like, and here's Joey Styles, and here's Michael Cole.
Mm-hmm.
It was not good. It was not good. I mean, 1/6 of it was pretty good.
In the intro, JBL says the last man standing match is the most brutal in WWE. I'm not so sure about that one.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I'd say there's upwards of 7 more brutal, but whatever. I'm not going to get into semantics. First match of the night, the Hardy Boys against Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch. The Hardy Boys come out on top.
You could give me all day. I would not be able to think of better opponents for the Hardys.
Agreed. I said people.
I hated them so much.
R.I.P. to the dead one.
Cade, yes, that's okay. Stop! You're rushing through this. It's not fair. People in Georgia, they love the Hardys. People people in Georgia don't like Cade and Murdoch that much. Although I thought they might have.
They kind of did.
At some points, they're like, "Oh my God, he's got a Confederate flag on his trunks." Woo! Start up the
Racism is
pickup truck.
So heelish, it really is.
They're the Hardys. They're the Hardys here, not the Hardy Boys. They keep calling them the Hardys, not the Hardy Boys. Edict.
So they're men now.
Yeah, that's
Boys to men.
They're just like, yeah, you goddamn men now. Trevor Dick Murdoch out with his team here. Looks just like fucking Dick Murdoch with his fucking no chin.
That's why he was named Trevor Murdoch.
I get it. I'm pointing it out to people who don't know. Confederate flag on Murdoch. Confederate flag on Murdoch's trunks did not age well. Yikes!
It wasn't good then either.
What is he, a Briscoe brother? Come on.
Cade and Murdoch are kind of like
insult.
they're kind of like a slightly better revival, I would call them.
Looking back,
Wow, I wouldn't even say that. Holy shit.
I'm about listen, hold on. I'm about to prove Mike right, apparently. I like the style of Cade Murdoch here. I don't think they're as bad as I remembered. I like this.
They're fucking horrible.
I know. They work an old school Southern style. I like it.
Sometimes,
Can I say something to you real quick? I'm sorry, Mike. Let me jump in here. Cade Murdoch, I say, I didn't see one flip, but I saw a lot of fists. You know what I mean?
I saw Murdoch out of the second rope and do the worst Superfly splash ever, and he just landed on his feet. He did the Superfly rock and roll hands, but then he just landed on his feet.
He was mocking the Hardys. That's perfect. I love that. He's like, that's how we mock him in the territory days. Go ahead.
Did you see the dude who was very, very excited, banging his hands together like Vince at NXT in the crowd?
Yes.
No.
Way too excited.
I watched weird segue here, but I watched the Kevin Nash finger poke of doom from Hogan, and there's one dude head to toe in NWO gear and face paint who loses his damn mind when that happens. He has signs or papers in his hand. He throws them and shit like that. No. He is. It's Davey M. He's like, I did it. Like, okay, dude, take it easy, Mark. I thought this was a really fun match. A hot crowd and a good finish.
Well, the Hardy Boys, you got Jeff out here trying to kill himself.
He always does. He does it still. And
he just dives to the outside. No one fucking caught him. No one caught him. Fell on his back. Unlike Road Dogg catching Cody Rhodes, Donnie.
No, Cody Rhodes, Road Dogg dove right out of the way, too. This was planned. That wasn't.
Caught him.
Sometimes you're the pigeon, and sometimes you're the statue. That's what I learned from this match.
Yeah, that's true. Jim Ross is like, I'm fucking just above illiterate. Melina.
Years later, and I'm really happy Cade and Murdoch did not win.
I thought you were going to say I'm really happy they're dead.
Only one is.
I don't want them to be dead.
Yeah.
I don't want them to win.
One of them is, whether you want it or not.
Listen, the dead one was trained by Shawn Michaels, dude. You're fucking mocking him and shit.
Did not work.
Melina defeated Mickie James next.
Well, first Vince he was slaying that do-rag.
Vince looking like Joe Pesci in Home Alone.
Unbelievable.
Vince is the best.
Vince is a piece of shit, dude. Vince really is.
He just does it to pop everyone.
Melina defeated Mickie James. Mickie James, always so awesome, very underrated, and in this era, fucking criminally underrated. Match turned out better than I thought it would, though.
I thought it was a good match.
Yeah,
I
just realized. Go ahead. I just realized that Johnny Mundo does the same pose as Melina when he enters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She took it from him, you Mark. You cuck Mark.
He took it from her.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, he took a lot of things from her.
I hope you're not trying to say her virginity.
Maybe. You don't know.
Okay.
Are you assuming?
This is not quite
She's a precious flower, dude.
This is not quite Melina versus Alicia Fox, but it was a very good match.
Fair.
Yeah, it was a very good match. And you know what? Kudos to Mickie James for carrying fucking Melina, who was fucking just flopping around.
Melina had a lot of good heel stuff going on
Melina
here.
was good. I wrote here, Melina was really underrated. She had all kinds of good submissions and stuff, was a good heel.
Melina puts Mickie in an amazing submission move that even impresses Lawler, who was an asshole on commentary, as usual. But I was like, someone needs to fucking go watch this match and take this submission move.
Yeah, that was sweet.
I've seen it many
times. It's sort of like what Naomi does, but a lot better.
It's essentially Rings of Saturn, but your legs are around their head, and you're pulling them back.
It's fucking amazing.
Seen it many the times, dude. Fucking
No, you
watch some fucking wrestling,
never
okay?
seen it.
I'm fucking come on, dude.
I've never seen this move.
Then you
No,
need
but
to
it's
watch
never
a
been
little
done.
harder. You need to watch a little harder then.
Did you notice
watched
that Mickey
enough.
James has not aged a day in 11 years and probably looks even better now than she did then somehow?
I think she's a little thinner now, and I think
Yeah,
that
she is thinner.
she's fitter now. And you can see it in her face a little bit that she's definitely aged a few years. But I mean that she
I
still
like
looks
this- I like
great
this
for
Mickey.
her age. And yeah, I like a little bit of thickness downstairs, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Little thickness. I need
Downstairs.
I need a thickness. Yeah, I'm all at the bottom half. I'm all about that
It's a
base.
load.
Got that
In a
base.
good
No
way.
trouble.
I thought it was a good match. Fuck you, Donnie.
Yeah.
I like the double split spot, but
Yeah.
my groin just tore looking at it.
yeah,
happen.
because you were trying to rip your pants off fast. I'm like, don't pause it!
Pause.
Turn your head away while I do this, Lily! I can't have you looking at me beating my dick!
Joke's on you, because I wasn't wearing pants at all watching this.
Hey,
didn't
there you
have to
go. Visual.
And Lily was
No.
on your shoulder. You're like, do you like what you see, Cat?
Welcome
Hope
to
that
New
is-
Orleans.
Edge Maria backstage, acting like a goofus like she did, and Edge
Edge is
comes
the
back.
goat.
Edge just like a piece of shit just starts mocking her. It's disgusting. Absolutely
Edge
fucking
holder.
despicable.
Anyone who says Edge wasn't amazing, kind of an asshole.
Yeah, Edge is he's the goat.
Edge
Fuck you,
was
Donnie.
not the goat. Edge was,
And
you
I
know,
like Mr. Kennedy. It's a real shame what happened.
Kennedy was awesome. Deserves so much more. Just fucking whoops on everything there.
I like how like a month later Edge steals the briefcase from Kennedy just like he stole Lita from Matt.
Boom. That happened.
Got him.
I mean, that seems unnecessarily mean to our friend
It
Matt
happened.
Hardy, and wow. By the way, Edge won't come
Yeah,
on the
Matt
show and
Hardy's
he hates
fault.
you.
He's happy now.
Chris Benoit defeated Montel Vantavius Porter.
Oddly vague dots for this match.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
MVP loses.
has a match.
Yeah, MVP's match,
He also has
y'all.
a bouncy house for his entrance.
I love his
love his
bouncy
entrance.
house. I love his entrance
And
so
the theme
much.
song.
Yeah, I 100% loved what MVP was when they brought him in,
Yeah.
when his persona, the way he played it up, the way he fucking he had great matches against a lot of dudes. That was a good gimmick. I don't understand why it didn't work out more.
He had all the
Because
tools to be a world champ in WWE. It just never happened.
It's because he went
What was that?
face, and he was like boring and lame as fuck as a face, and he should have just always stayed heel.
Yeah.
I think that was the problem.
What was the noise that just happened by your house for real?
That was
You know in a science
That was a
fiction
cop car.
movie it's like woo, you like
The aliens are,
beaming
the
them up.
Greys are there.
They're beaming them up. No, the Greys wouldn't be there. They would have not. The Nords would be there, I think, because he seems like they'd like him. MVP and Benoit had great entrances. I fucking love Benoit's music. This
He's
series,
also not from fucking Atlanta, Georgia.
no, but they started saying that after a while.
Yeah.
That's what they did. The Atlanta PD knows him like he's from Atlanta. This series of
Yeah.
matches was actually really awesome. They talk about
Yeah.
the one at WrestleMania. They talk about the one they had before that. So they had a really good set of matches here. It was really fun. Benoit, incredibly talented, got a huge pop in Atlanta. His wife and children were in attendance. Now they're in heaven. So that's that's weird. That's
It's
weird.
so terrible. It's just so terrible.
JBL called Benoit a surefire Hall of Famer. Donnie agrees.
Yep. I had to. And I defended that stance.
Have to.
I defended that stance like nobody's business. Backlash 2007, April 29, 2007. Benoit murdered his family between June 22nd and 25th, just, weeks later.
Crazy. It's terrible.
We were watching some of his last moments as we watched this match, and it's fucking crazy. It's so crazy because I was such a big... I know, Mike, you weren't a huge Benoit fan, but I was a huge Benoit fan.
I was.
And it's just like, it's fucking nuts. It really is fucking nuts. He's a piece of shit and deserves nothing for what he fucking did. Deserves a rot in hell. But it's just, it's still, his impact in the wrestling business for me is still felt. You know what I mean? But he's a piece of shit, so. Talking about Benoit is always tough. That's why I use dark humor, because it sucks. It's really fucked up.
MVP against Benoit equals Ali versus Frazier, according to JBL.
Oh, JBL had some lines here. Let's talk about some JBL lines. Oh, the people are hanging from the rafters here, Michael. A.K. Bowflexes. A.K. Bowflexes, dude, okay? He said, call the Atlanta police, Michael, because this dude is about to murder that woman and child in the third row. It didn't age well. But he said call the Atlanta police and they're hanging from the rafters. So
He also said Benoit can win a match at any time with the other submission hold he has.
Yep, he forgot what it's, and then
He
fucking
did.
Michael Cole's like,
and Cole's like, you mean the sharpshooter?
and he's like, yeah, you piece of pathetic piece of shit. Yeah, I do fucking mean that. Great match between them. Benoit, so fucking talented. It's just watching him work, man. You could argue that he is one of the greatest, the top 5 pure wrestling technicians in the history of wrestling. He's that fucking good. Boring as a fucking watching paint dry talk, though. Jimmy Cordera's working this match. I would tell you about his stance on the no DQ match.
Sure did.
Wow. And that's all I have for this match. Good ending.
Yeah, I don't have anything for this match, really.
Yeah, he stayed away from the jokes. I appreciate that.
We're not above the floor.
He deserves every fucking joke he gets, man. Sorry to fucking Nancy and David. Was it David? Daniel? Is David the dead Flair? No, it's Reed.
Reed is the
I'm
dead
not
Flair.
good with
David
that.
is the living Flair.
Okay, alright. He's dead inside. Terrible promo from Orton and John Cena being offensive to gay people, and then fucking Ron Simmons comes in as the voice of 2017, and he's like, "Damn, this shouldn't have happened."
Cena's
I laughed at that.
You're gay and you want to bang me and shit.
Yep.
Basically.
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah. That's
Orton was really bad at promos.
Orton is still really bad at promos, for the record, unless he's a heel and doing.
Depends.
No, unless he's with Wyatt
No.
at one time. Otherwise, I don't like what he's doing.
Whatever.
Yeah, so that's your boy John Cena. Again, I like how
Yep.
we're just supposed to forget that history of him being super sexist and
I never
you should listen
forgot
to
it.
some of his freestyles.
I
It's
have
all about.
listened to
John,
that.
this is
Every one
that
of
era
his
of John Cena is why I love him.
every one of his freestyles like, hey, you want my dick and shit or
Yeah.
whatever. That's
Yeah,
every single
gonna
one.
Yeah,
drag my
hip-hop.
balls above your lips, gonna make you suck up on my dick. Right? Is that good?
That
No.
was not good.
All right, I don't know. I
I
freestyle.
hope someone loops that for you.
That's my ringtone when I call myself, because once a month I call myself just to see how I'm feeling.
Just to check in.
Shane. Okay, it's Mr. McMahon, Shane McMahon, Umaga against Bobby Lashley.
Oh boy.
There's a promo before this where they're like, "Who's gonna win?" Shane's like, "Dad, I want you to win."
Unlike other so-called wrestling news sites, Dirty Sheets can confirm that Vince fucked up and said it was a handicap match instead of a fatal four-way.
Whoa!
Yep.
Topical.
So much, it's weeks ago at this point. So much Trump, fucking President of the United States. Okay, just for a
So
second.
crazy.
That guy who was at WrestleMania and did all that stuff and, everything that he did with the WWE. He's the President of the United States now. Never saw
That's
that
not even
coming.
the worst.
What can happen in 10 years? Never know where life is going to take you.
I'm saying it right now, 2020, Mickey Rourke. Let's get him elected, y'all. Let's
Wow.
do this thing.
Will his face make it that long?
No, that's the best part. He'll have interchangeable faces. Just like you piss him off,
2
he's like,
years,
hold
we're
on a
gonna have
minute.
interchangeable faces.
He's like Terminator.
He's like, oh, no, you see people who have had, their faces, issues with their faces, and they have, facial replantation and shit like that. so.
Replantation.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah, I do too. I'd Google it.
Reconstruction?
Maybe.
Replantation.
Replantation.
I'm Googling it. I think that's a word. I'm going to say it. Go ahead. I'm assuming.
It would be so awesome if Lashley came back to WWE. I always
Yes.
liked when he was coming up. They really wanted him to be the next Brock Lesnar.
I thought he kind of fucking blew back then, and I think he's really good now.
Okay,
Unless he's
shit.
improved.
Okay, first things first, totally agree. Lashley got a huge pop. He's doing nothing. Impact Wrestling has him, and they're wasting him. I hate that shit so much. Also, I miss Umaga. Replantation refers to the surgical reattachment of a body part. Wow. That's
So
just,
they put
that
the
just
head
happened.
back on, Donnie?
Face.
That's what you're
Face.
saying?
I said the face. Put the face
Take
back
your
on.
face off.
Ooh,
Love that movie.
That was,
Take back
that
on.
was a good movie. That actually was a good movie.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage, great actor.
John Travolta. Great actor.
I hate his face. I hate John Travolta. That's
It's in the Statue of
that's
Liberty.
Scientologist bitch. Yeah. Oh, I hate Scientology. Sorry. Joey Styles is God. Speaking of
What?
God, Joey Styles is God.
Actually, Vince wrestled God and won.
And one. Yep.
That's dumb, because he didn't wrestle Joey Styles. Joey Styles knocked JBL out. Joey Styles is the god, and this match sucked. The celebration is what it's all about. Vinnie Mac wins the EC title. It's funny as fuck. It's exactly what you expected. And it's made even more better with Styles and Taz so mad that this situation is happening. It's an incredible moment in terms of just trolling. This is a top 5 trolling moment of all time.
Oh, I bet all the Philly cuckmarks cried in their bingo hall over this one.
BG, I predicted that this would stick. That this would stick. I told him. I said that Cuck Marks is going to be a thing, and you're like, oh, only you're going to say it. I was like, yeah. That's what you say now. Everybody's fucking saying it, and it's everybody. That's our thing. And then boom, this is how it starts.
The problem is that we heard it 300 times in the past 24 hours, so yeah, it's going to seep into my Kiari's fucking brain.
Yeah, cool, Cuck Mark. Go ahead.
All right, listen. If this was for the ECW title, what wasn't a hardcore match?
No, it wasn't at all. There was tags. You know why?
I know why. Like, why wasn't it a fucking hardcore
because
match?
Honest, when wasn't WWECW like the ECW title not?
No,
hardcore?
it wasn't. Not at all.
Just normal matches.
No, it was WWE. It was WWECW. It was awful. I mean, that's why everyone in the world hated it. After they fucking did 2 one-night stands, and they're like, "Let's make it a show." Here's the fucking the Mummy or whatever that first night was. It's like, oh, the zombie. And
Zombie with Kelly.
You're like, don't do this. I mean,
Just for the record, Lashley's running Power Slam greater than Strowman's running Power Slam.
Disagreed.
That's just a lot better than Braun Strowman. Hey, Donnie.
You're about to catch these hands! I'll tell you that much, dude.
Listen, ECW had a history of great champions.
Yeah.
None better than Vince McMahon.
Literally,
Yep.
I would literally say, are we talking about WWE ECW? Because I would argue that he's probably one of the best
whole
ones.
history of ECW.
The whole history of that ECW.
Dumb. Undertaker Batista ends in a draw. So I hope you weren't expecting this last man standing match to have a definitive finish.
I actually always kind of prefer that.
I like this. That's the thing. I'm busting balls, but we're going to get into it after this match and when you're where you're booking to where they go with this. This is fun, and this is a good for a secondary pay-per-view. This is a good match. One of Batista's best, I would say.
It wasn't as good as their WrestleMania match, but it was really good.
I agree. Undertaker constantly screwed over during his career, rarely given the proper spotlight when he deserved it, and carried.
Fuck you.
He fucking show in SmackDown for years.
Fuck, that's dumb as shit. Fuck you. He deserved Maven.
Fuck you. He should have main evented WrestleMania that year. Don't blame John Cena, though. Blame the guy that almost killed WWE in the mid-90s, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels sucks.
At least they corrected that the next year when Undertaker
sucks,
and Edge
dude.
main evented.
How did he almost kill WWF?
In the 90s?
When Bret Hart was champion for a long period of time there, and Shawn Michaels is the one that turned things around because
he didn't!
DX.
Okay.
Triple H created it.
Revisionist history, dude. The shit in WCW was already forcing WWF's hands at the time. Don't fucking pretend.
Well, somebody had to fucking make it happen, and Shawn Michaels did.
Yeah, his name was Undertaker.
It was Stone Cold.
It was Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
His name was Vince McMahon. Let's be real here.
Now, Vince came in. Vince and Stone Cold were the cause. Shawn Michaels didn't do shit.
That's dumb. He did a lot.
We'll talk about Shawn Michaels
later. It's actually true, because like 6 months later, he's gone.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having...
He set the fucking table, and he had such humility that he just stepped aside and let everybody else
That's
go.
the sound you make, because he would have fucking stolen the spotlight from
like
Stone
that humility
Cold.
when he did that fucking moonsault at the top rope and he was supposed to have a knee injury.
That was awesome.
Yo, remember that time? I'm going to tell you a little secret. Stone Cold wouldn't have been the success he was if Shawn Michaels wasn't injured when he got injured, because he would have Tampa John'd him and stole that fucking spotlight from fucking Stone Cold.
How dare you throw John Cena in this?
Yep, all of it. I wouldn't mind having Batista
Cena
back.
learned from Shawn Michaels.
I wouldn't mind having Batista back.
I agree. I wrote that here.
It would have to be the right situation, and he'd have to be a heel.
I always liked him. I liked his entrance. I remember he told Vince and Triple H how to book properly, and they refused to listen.
Yeah, I mean, they booked him like doo-doo last time, and he's like, I don't want to be a face, I don't want to be a face, I don't want to be a face, and they made him a face, and everybody hated him.
Go in the Rumble.
Undertaker entrance, I wish he had fireflies, though.
Fuck you.
That's stupid.
I wish, it's a great entrance. I mean, it's like top 5 entrances of all time. But I mean, I just feel like, if we had some fireflies out there, I could probably, I'd like a little bit more.
pretty early on in this match, Batista got an 8 count on Undertaker off a pretty routine clothesline. Later in the match, Taker's getting up from by 10 from Batista's finishing moves. It was really strange.
Yeah.
My
Also,
only complaint with this match.
there was at one point where Batista finally made it to his feet at 9 on the outside, and some dude just smacked his ass.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, it's
And
there.
it's there.
No, I'm going to stand against this. I'm going to say that's sexual assault, man or woman. Fuck you.
Harassment.
That's harassment. You just slap him, but your middle finger's actually bent in, so it's actually going in his butt.
Whoa.
Too. Hey, listen, you're gonna get caught. You go all the way.
Now it's harassment.
Oh, that's the line.
Fucking bowling ball.
Open hand versus the one finger digit in, and now you're like, I didn't know what the line was until I don't need coffee. I'm awake now. By the way, just watching this match, Undertaker at WrestleMania 34 confirmed it's happening.
I always LOL when they have the electrical stuff just blow up when something new
I like that.
Every time.
I love that. I fucking love that shit. It's cheesy horror movie stuff.
Yeah, was this pay-per-view chosen because the structure didn't hit them, like it didn't hit Kane and Lesnar?
That's what I said. The scaffolding fell on Taker and Batista as much
This was
as it did on
chosen.
Kane
This
and
was
Brock, a.k.a. not at all.
This was chosen weeks before that.
Batista didn't need a fucking grappling hook, though.
By the way, Batista, a little known fact, Batista, $1 million fine for blading in this match.
Wow.
No, that came after.
$1 million. I like the story they were telling, injuries impacting the way the match unfolds, the way that, hey, he's got the wrap on the wrong arm, and that's Undertaker's kind of favoring the other arm, and, Batista needs that leg for the power bomb, and what are they going to do is they work these limbs. So it was a really good story being told. I like that. And honestly, the match was really entertaining.
Undertaker against Batista, Undertaker against Edge were the good feuds of this time, around fucking Heidenreich and Great Khali and Kozlov and stupid shit like that.
Because they would just screw them over.
Yeah.
They did. Fucking assholes.
This is when Taker could carry people, as we saw with Roman Reigns, that he no longer has that ability. Let that just simmer. And I think that's enough. Great ending.
Arms are folded right now.
Great ending, but Braun did it better. I didn't see one fucking grappling hook, cuck Mark. What are you talking about? Okay. Anything before the main event?
They have I normally hype up WWE's video team.
Oh, we got some
pre-match hype video was horrendous.
Hold on,
it was just fucking random music and quick cuts of highlights and shit.
It was so bad.
The video was terrible. Also, the poll beforehand, horrible poll.
AT&T Mobile vote that was huge in 2007.
I'm Cena with 50%. Mike Chiari's Edge with 6%.
I'd rather be Edge than Cena.
I don't know. Cena's got the money and the fucking women and the fucking, the jet flying and the fucking Chinese speaking. He's guy. I don't know.
Yeah, but Edge isn't a annoying piece of shit.
Wow.
Saying.
End of the show.
Let me say something. Great point. Also, Mike Chiari, don't get too high. In retrospect, HBK is lame as fuck. Let's be real, guys. At this point, he's a 45-year-old dude in leather chaps thinking he's still 15. He's not.
I mean, and still having the best match on the card every single night, but okay.
I don't think so.
That's lame.
I don't think he had the best match on this fucking card. No.
Lame.
I'm pretty sure Orton didn't get any reaction during his entrance.
It's amazing. He gets all the reaction now.
Yeah.
And for what reason? I don't know.
People love him, dude. People love him. And he's got all the tools. No, the tools are, no, they're not.
No, tattoos.
Yeah, the tattoos are not good at all.
Just saying, girls like tattoos.
Cool.
Girls do like tattoos. You're right about that, BG.
Not fucking random, flyer logo on your leg.
I'm sorry, did you fall asleep? Did you fall asleep on the newspaper, sir? Nah, these are my tats. It's is your body silly putty? It's a little bit.
People must make fun of you so much then that you know that.
They do.
Oh my god, I heard that somebody said that to me before.
That.
Let me say something here.
I heard the fucking story 20 times.
If you
21 now.
If you burn me with a great comeback, I'm using it against everybody else and myself so it doesn't hurt as much next time. It's my defense mechanism. That's why I call everybody a cuck Mark now, because someone called me a cuck Mark.
Do you have the tweet of that?
I don't. I think it was an email. I don't know. I have to find it.
I want to see it.
Just look up cuck Mark
I did! I literally did earlier, and too much stuff came up. It was all people calling Mark Wahlberg a cuck.
That's different! That's different than what I thought was gonna happen there. I would love to see you're just ticking away at the computer like cuck Mark. You know, like Heather comes in and she's like, "What are you looking at?" You're like, "Cuck marks," and she's just like, "All right, see ya." And you're like, "Oh, it's better yet." It's like your mom. Your mom's like, "I came to do your laundry." You're like, "What are you doing on the computer?" Googling cuck marks, ma. Unfucking believable.
It happened.
It definitely
It wasn't
seemed like
Google,
it did.
it was on Twitter search.
Speaking of cuck marks, HBK, y'all.
Oh no.
I feel so bad for HBK.
Friends
He had
of
to
the
carry
show.
Cena in the main event of WrestleMania 23, and now he has to do it again.
Yeah, well, maybe he shouldn't have fucking main evented WrestleMania 23.
You should not have.
No, he shouldn't have. Great
He's
stories.
Mr. WrestleMania.
Cool. I think, again, the true Mr. WrestleMania is Undertaker.
Okay, well,
great.
I'll
And
stack
then
up Shawn Michaels
Marty
matches
Jannetty.
against Undertaker's matches anytime you want.
Look at the opponents he was given as opposed to
Yeah.
the people fucking Undertaker worked.
I don't fucking care.
The difference was HBK used his fucking leverage and his weight backstage to get what he needed. Undertaker never did, and constantly was the consummate professional for that company. The
Never
true
gave a
Mr.
shit about
WrestleMania,
Undertaker.
Undertaker.
Undertaker was the judge, the jury, and the executioner.
And Shawn Michaels had better matches.
Anthrax, good song. Great storytelling in this match. Each member has issues with each other. I like the idea that we argue to start fights. I don't need lockups. I need lip locks because fucking we are absolutely yelling at each other.
Only.
Hello, but I
The
like.
beginning of this match was exactly like Ring Rust Radio, just yelling.
It was Shawn Michaels yelling at John Cena, then Edge and okay, so that's me and Mike arguing. BG is the combination of Orton and Edge. They're like, why are you talking to me more? And they get in, then they just get laid out, and then back to the money match. Me. Cool. FYE even.
FYE, good story.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
that was good stuff.
It was when we were like 15.
Yeah.
Now CDs are like $31 and shit like that. It's like, this is outdated. We ruined HBK vs. Cena from their Raw match a few weeks before this that they hyped up like crazy. So patreon.com/ringrosradio. Go listen to that match commentary and learn to hate that match.
I like how the story was Edge and Orton, they couldn't wrestle on Raw because Cena and HBK took up all the time. That's pretty smart. And then they're like fresh going in.
Yeah.
Good angle.
Fun match. Bunch of really cool spots.
I'm always impressed when someone goes to the top rope, does a fucking moonsault without ever looking back to see where people are below them.
Well,
Like Shawn Michaels does that, and it's like, how do you know?
I mean,
Because he
when
doesn't
you're the
care.
best ever, you just fucking...
No,
No, we stole that from like Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
He was doing moonsaults before Jeff Hardy did moonsaults.
Nah.
Dude, and there was a million
Jeff Hardy
dudes
invented
doing.
that.
Hold on, there's a million dudes doing moonsaults before fucking Shawn Michaels. You fucking cuck marks. I don't even try this shit.
Try to hit that quota, Donnie.
I'm fucking 115.
Seconds almost over.
115.
The ref didn't even force Cena to break the STF when Edge got to the ropes because, you know, a fucking fatal four-way, and then Cena just let go on his own like a fucking mark. Why?
What kind of mark?
It's a tough mark.
We say it enough, someone eventually would just fucking be like, I must say, cock mark.
So, at one point, Ed saves Orton from getting fucking pile driver to the announce table by hitting HBK with a steel chair. I immediately was like, that was really fucking dumb. Then, fucking hits Orton with a steel chair in the face, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I still would have let him put him through the table, then hit him with the chair. But like,
I
no,
would too, but
I'd be like, no, you finish what you're doing. You finish what you're doing. I'll let you finish, and then I'm gonna hit you with the chair. Okay. All right,
Didn't want him to get fined for that pile driver.
it's like $500 in an age where they're getting paid millions.
I still don't understand why Cena has the worst face lock ever.
It's so bad. He never.
She's never even tried to make it good.
No, never once.
He's just
So
like
that
he's
makes
like
no sense.
He's just like, if you can't accept me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best, and he's always at his worst.
No,
Yes,
dude.
I've watched the tape. I'm gonna go back.
Always.
The ending was real cool.
Remember that?
Shawn
Yeah,
Michaels
I remember.
did make a good ending though for once in his life. Of course, he had to steal the Young Bucks super kick to make it cool, but it was.
Yikes.
I like him kicking Cena into the pin and then passing out because he's so old.
Yeah, it's a
Cena-
fun finish.
Cena Hall of the Glory.
HBK. HBK putting himself over just like he should have won, as usual.
He should have won.
And Cena retains.
Edge should have won.
Edge should have won.
Edge should have won.
Edge should
I would
always
have been
win.
okay with that.
Yeah, not spotlight. I like Hoglight better.
Hoglight.
Spotlight hogging. Spotlight hogging. Or hoglighting. We're just gonna call it hoglighting. Hoglighting Shawn Michaels over here. Fucking this guy is fucking. That's what they say. They say you gotta, pass the. He's Hulk Hogan. Fucking Shawn Michaels was so
Hulk
fucking
Hogan.
Shawn Michaels was so critical of Hulk Hogan and the way he was like, oh, he never puts anybody up. Look at this fucking guy. He fucking asking me to do the job. He was the same fucking person. Shawn Michaels hated fucking Hulk Hogan because they're the same piece of shit person.
Why are you being such a little bitch?
Friend of the show.
I'm dead serious and I ain't wrong. Shawn Michaels can ask for God's forgiveness all day long, but don't excuse the fact that he's a piece of shit for most of his life when it comes to the wrestling industry.
He's a good person now.
Yeah, God forgave him. God, you know who else?
Shooting animals.
You know who else God forgave? Ted Bundy. So just for the record, God forgave Ted Bundy and Shawn Michaels. So
prove it.
Ted Bundy said it.
No, the priest who forgave him said it because he repented.
This is JKN.
Listen, get to your overall grade.
What isn't cool? HBK and Cena whispering sweet nothings at each other for 5 minutes, both in the ring following the match and onto the ramp. They're just like they're cutting back and forth. Cena's like, "What you gonna do?" But it's just mouth, and he's like, "What you gonna do? You gonna do something about it? What you gonna do?" And Shawn Michaels is like, "Wait till I go tell Vince on you." He's saying
5 minutes ago, you fucking loved it when they started the match with it.
No, but that's arguing. At the end of the match, they just beat each other up for 15 minutes. That was okay because they hadn't gotten physical yet. Now they've been physical. Now you want to talk again? No. You punch me in the face, I ain't talking to you no more. I gave it a B. I gave the show a B because I expected to give it an F, but I was told specifically never give anything an F again. So I was going to give it a D minus. I was going to give it a D minus instead of giving it that D minus. Instead of dropping that D in. I did not. I said no. Okay? I gave it a B because I thought it was much better than I expected. I expected poop, and it wasn't. So I give it a B.
Gave it a B minus. It was a pretty good show. Fuck Keely Murdoch, though.
Murdoch.
I'll give it a C plus. That's passing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Alright.
I can't believe how low you are on it. I
wasn't happy watching it. I
don't know why you. I've been watching it. I wasn't happy watching it. Gonna have been fucking watching it. You like remember when BG always like his computer breaks randomly every once in a while?
Yes.
You just did that with like your voice. Remix. All right, is that it for retro?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So another big thank you to George Sparrows for going on to patreon.com/ringrustradio, signing up for the Ring Rust Retro tier and hooking us up with Backlash 2007. I'm going to announce what our next one is. I'm sure we actually already announced it, but I'm just going to reiterate it here so you can get ahead of time. Magic Mike XL.
Oh, yeah.
XXL.
XL? Which one is it?
XXL?
XXL? Sex
I don't
XL?
know.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
All
There's going to be a lot of dongs. That's all
I can confirm it is XXL.
Oh, shit. How much is that?
Trust me.
Very similar to the XFL.
Oh, and let me, spoiler alert, they gonna hang dong in this movie, I'm pretty sure. Actually, wifey said the first one there was more boobs than dick, so.
That's disappointing.
You're like, I could just see you like with your fake Edward Scissorhands hands on, like with your hands like that, and you're just like, give me all the dick I can stomach. Cut. Like you fucking pervert. Get out of here. Okay, another huge thank you to George Sparrows. Guys, we have plenty of openings right now. If you want to get in, now is the time. Match commentary, right? Ring Rust Retro. Let's make it happen. Patreon.com/Ring Rust Radio. But guys, we gotta move on.